coming. It's coming. It's coming. We actually want to check that. It's circling. It's spinning. And I just think that we may be going live. Redirecting you to.
What?
We're live now.
Hi.
You're checking your phone. All right, here we go.
Hi,
We're
everyone.
Live, everybody.
We're live.
And
we're back.
We're back.
Episode number 3.
Sarah.
Yeah.
This is your 3rd episode.
Yes.
We have a contract. We've contracted you for 3 episodes.
Okay.
And so today at the end of the show, we're going to find out if
you're... Is this my season finale?
Is this the season finale?
Oh,
okay, without further
not
ado.
Series finale.
Without further ado, I would like to ask you what you had for breakfast this morning.
I had multi-grain frozen waffles.
Did you plan that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, because multi-grain, I think healthy.
I definitely think about my breakfast on Thursday mornings. That's for sure.
Because of the live show.
Yeah, because of the live show. But I'm
Fair
also
enough.
honest, and I want to be like, I had my churro cereal yesterday. I don't care.
Yeah, and
what did you have?
You brought. I'm not the host.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not even
I
on
am
the show.
Host, and I'm asking you.
Okay. I had some mushroom coffee. Yeah.
Oh, like kombucha coffee?
With MCT oil.
Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Let's talk.
I need to
Let's
do
talk.
that. That's
Let's
like
talk.
the bullet coffee.
Okay, so without further ado, it's time for episode 3 of the live Q&A
Yes.
with IIS and Sara Gearhart. I hear we have a very, very, very special guest.
And I have an agenda which makes me feel prepared, which was opposite of the last 2 episodes. So hopefully it's still good.
So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yes, I do have a special guest. Someone that I've worked with now for a decent amount of time, I'm going to say. Phil Ling from Parks Junior High.
Hey!
Come on.
Hello, Sarah.
Phil Ling. Phil is a ELA teacher at Parks Junior High. Where did you start in the district?
Sunset Lane in
Oh.
1998.
Whoa.
21 years going on.
So 20, what?
Uh-huh.
Junk. Royalty.
Oh, old.
So Sunset Lane, and then you moved to Parks.
In 2004 to Parks.
All right,
and
very
been
cool.
there since.
Very cool. Phil is also very special to me because he is one of our MDM admins at a school site, and they do a lot of work for their teachers. So kudos to you MDM admins. Phil Ling. Thank you guys for doing what you do. I've actually brought Phil on today to talk about Power Teacher Pro. Look, I have paper. What? Power Teacher Pro. For those of you that have signed into Power Teacher this week, you may have seen a little blurb put up by Trish Balians, our Power School admin, talking about how if you use Power Teacher Gradebook, which was the previous version of how like our junior high teachers entered grades, then you have access to Power Teacher Pro. So this last year, Power School came out with a new version of the Gradebook, which is way more streamlined. It's pretty, in my opinion. I love the colors. We actually have had Phil Ling testing Power Teacher Pro for us. So Phil, what has your experience? Because how long have you been testing this?
This is my 2nd year. I did it like midway last year,
Okay.
so I'm like about a year and a half now.
Okay,
in this
cool.
program.
So like he knows way more than I do.
I forgot some of the old gradebook stuff.
Yeah,
So
I was
that's how
definitely
long it's
asking him
been.
questions. He's like, I don't remember how they used to do that. But I could say like, do you have to download anything when you go to sign in to Power Teacher
I
Pro?
do not. No more Java, people.
Teachers.
No more worrying about, is this the latest Java version? Because if it is, it may not work with the latest gradebook.
Yes, and how often you download those photo or the download for Power Teacher Gradebook? Like, I'm sorry, it gets so confusing. That's like one of the top tickets that we get. How do we do this? So Power School got rid of that and brought in Power Teacher Pro. So Phil, just off the top of your head, what's the first thing that you think of when you use Power Teacher Pro? What's like your favorite thing?
I love the fact that with assignments, you have total control. Before, you create an assignment for one class, but for here, you can create one assignment and then assign it to different classes, mainly for junior high people. So if you have like 5 periods of the same class, you can assign one assignment to everyone at the same time.
Excellent.
And customize it too.
Oh, excellent. So I was actually looking through your class earlier, and I saw that you were able to leave grades and then also leave like specific notes for students, like maybe like, oh, he's doing a great job, or a student can improve in this area. How is that easy to use?
Super. So if I tap on, let's say, my score sheet, and I'll try and keep it away from any names, And if I tap on a grade, let's say I tap on, let's see, let's do it like this. No names are showing, perfect. If I do it like this, if I have my score sheet showing, then you can see that on the right side there is a set of options. You can type in the grade. There are also other pieces like you can tap on the missing button, collected, late, incomplete, exempt, if they're absent. So you can mark all these buttons or press these buttons, and it'll show a little symbol on their interface where parents will know, oh, my child turned this in late. Or they were absent that day.
Yeah, and parents are accessing Power Teacher, all their students' grade through the Power School app that our staff is happy to set them up with. I believe it's pretty easy to do in the beginning of the school year. So the office staff can help with that, or the district office can help with that as well. I see that it's color-coded, which is super nice because then you don't have to like look all around. You just know what you're looking for when it comes to missing or collected or late or whatever the case may be. All right.
It's pretty neat. And you mentioned comments before, so if I want to make a comment, there's a white box. I'll just kind of put it upside down right here, the white rectangle, if you can kind of see it. You can type in a note. So Johnny tried his best but needs more time to work on this assignment. I can type that in to show a little text bubble next to the assignment or grade, and then the parent will see that and they'll get an explanation on why they got that grade.
There's also a very dynamic like progress button, which actually shows graphs and like it gives you an overview of the grades that your students have, and on like a fancy little line chart. And I just feel like that's easy for you to see. So like you guys aren't seeing it, but like I'm looking at a page right now that says there are 23 missing assignments, 14 late assignments, and 4 incomplete assignments. So that just gives you a quick overview of what's going on in your classroom.
You need data, you got data right here.
Yeah, we got data. Yeah. So,
Hey,
yeah.
Real quick, we have Katie Hill from Nearpod watching.
Katie!
She said
I
she
missed
noticed
you.
you have a Nearpod pin.
I thought of you today when I put, and then it has a flashlight. It's a MacGyver pen, and
I want one.
yeah. Pen, boom. Hi, Katie. Thank you for watching.
She said she loves the show.
Ah, thank you. Okay, so back to Power Teacher Pro. Easy. Use it, right?
Super easy. It's web-based, so again, no more downloading, but it also works for any OS that has a browser. So you have a Chromebook, no problem. MacBook, PC, whatever you got. iPad. This is all on an iPad too.
Right.
So
this is just web-based. There's no app that you need to install or anything like that. You can just go ahead and pull it up in Safari or in Chrome, whatever you prefer to use. All right. Well, this is exciting. So junior high teachers or anybody that is currently using Power Teacher Gradebook, you can email Trish Bailings and she can do a quick switch for you. And I mean, it really is like a click of a button for her. So if you're interested, email Trish Bailings. You can also call our office if you can't remember that name. But Trish, Trish, I think she's the only Trish in the district. Bailings. You can contact her, let her know. You can also follow the directions on your Power Teacher login as well. And then Power School is doing some incredible things. I went to the conference last summer, and they are going to be introducing something called the Unified Classroom. And the Unified Classroom will pull all of the Power School features in, like the attendance, Power Teacher Pro, and also Power School Learning, which is what used to be Haiku. So anything Power School Learning, it will be in one place that you can log in, and you don't have to like sign in a million different places.
That's helpful.
So Power School is really looking out for us. They're doing some cool things. So yeah, Phil, thank you.
Thank you.
Favorite app that you use in your classroom right now?
Oh,
Ooh, surprise question.
right now,
Yeah.
the CASP app is great. That's my favorite right now.
Shout out to Cass and Sung Chi and George Lara. Yes.
Sung and George, our
Because
backbone.
and Hina for supporting all of us out there with the state testing. Because
Yes.
God bless the state testing.
But
yeah.
besides the CASP, I would say TouchCast is pretty cool.
Oh, very
Yeah.
fun.
Shout out.
Great movie making app. It's just like iMovie, but better. You can add, like, for example, a green screen feature that you don't have to pay for.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It's got the little TouchCast like symbol on the bottom, but who cares?
yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Shout out to TouchCast.
And you can add also a scrolling, what's it called? Shoot, teleprompter.
Okay.
So you forgot your lines, no problem. It's all on screen for you while you're recording.
Right.
So TouchCasts.
do you
Try it out.
wanna just stay on the show with me?
I could stay for a few more minutes. Sure. All right.
Okay, so that kind of leads me into my next topic. I'm going to be talking to you about iOS 11. So currently, all you teachers that have students that are using iPad Airs, you are running iOS 10.3. You may not have known that, but you are running iOS 10. So next, over the summer, we'll be collecting all those devices and we'll be updating, meaning just the iOS, which is the operating system, to iOS 11, which comes with so many cool features. Phil and I were talking about this earlier. I have a few cool features. Phil, what is your favorite feature of iOS 11?
By far, I love the fact, and oops, sorry, wrong way. In iOS 11, you can now, right over here, there's a record button. You can now screen capture your video. So if you want to demonstrate something on your iPad, you tap the record button right here, gives you 3, 2, 1. A red bar up here that shows you're recording once you're out of Control Center. Whoops, sorry.
This is
What's
live
happening?
TV, people.
What's up in the App Store? Here we go. The red bar is right here, and so it tells you you're recording. So anything I tap here now is being recorded. If you want your voice in there, not a problem. You can also add your voice in there too. And so there's another feature where the mic is enabled. So enable
So
your
then,
mic.
once you stop recording on this video, it just drops right into your Photos app, and then you have a video. So you could use this as a teacher. Say you want to explain something to your students and you want to share it with them via your PowerSchool Learning page or Google Classroom. You can do a short video and share it out with your kids. Also, you can have your kids do stuff. Like, you can let your kids be the teachers and have them be educating their classmates on how to do things in their iPad. I think I love the simplicity, and I know that some of you teachers hate that we install apps at the district level and you're stuck with certain apps. Well, I can say that we have one less app for you, and that is the QR codes, because there is a built-in QR code feature in the camera now.
That's right.
So all you have to do is have your students open the camera on their device and just hover over that QR code, and it will take them directly into Safari. So that is one less app that you need. Now, not only that, but now we're gaining an app, but you could be using clips too. So currently in iOS 10, you can't use clips, but now you'll be able to use clips in iOS 11. But I do need to tell you that with change, there comes some growth here, but there are some apps in the App Store that did not want to comply to Apple's rules and regulations of what would work in iOS 11. So that means that there are apps that are now being that are being removed from the App Store and won't be available to install on your device. So I'm trying to be proactive for you, and I've made a list of the apps that I know that are not available in iOS 11. And I'm going to be sharing that document in the show notes of this YouTube live video after all of this. You can click on that Google document. You can see the list I have. You can add apps if you know of apps that are going to be discontinued as well. And I've even put in a column that for the teachers that are like, oh, I used to use this app, but now I use this new app, and this works just as well, if not better, to help other teachers as well. So I'm going to limit it to only people with Fullerton School District access, so make sure you sign in with your myfsd.org account. But I just wanted to give you a heads up. There's like some ones that I know are going to hurt some people, like Telegami is going to be gone. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but it will be on that list. Just look for that list. I'll link it in the show notes of the show, and if you need me to, I can also share it with you via email, whatever works for you. So yeah, be prepared for those coming changes.
1 minute left.
Guys, we have 1 minute left.
What?
Just
Already?
time flies when you're having fun.
Holy cow.
Okay, do you listen to podcasts at all?
Some, yeah.
You're a little afraid right now. Okay, I'm going to share a podcast with you.
Okay.
I am a podcast junkie, and this has this has a lot to do with technology, but not necessarily educational technology. It's called IRL, and the tagline is, your online life is your real life. So it helps, it kind of explains some of the things out there, like Russian bots. Like, that's a thing, Facebook,
We know that.
is Facebook listening to me? It's stuff like that. It gives a really clear view of things without being too panicky. Like, sometimes, you don't have to put your little, foil hat on, that sort of thing. But it just kind of explains how things work. So I highly recommend listening to IRL. The host, she's legit. She's super, down to earth, easy to, it's totally, she can explain things just like I'm like, oh yeah, I totally understand what she's saying. So IRL, online life, is real life. It's put out by Mozilla, which puts out Firefox,
Oh, yeah.
which did you know is a nonprofit. Fun fact for you. They don't make any money off of their browser. So anyways, Phil, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Ms.
Yay.
All
Gearhart.
right, I've got some good teachers. Who wants to be on the live Q&A with me?
Come on, Parks.
Yeah,
Somebody
come
out there.
on. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good week. Go listen to IRL. Okay, bye.